What's up, y'all? So as you know, the Lakers had battled the Clippers again in Intuit Dome. That was the second visit. And by the way, that's where the All-Star game will take place in Intuit Dome. I don't know if LeBron's going to be there, but LeBron had a pretty good game, right? There's no doubt about that. You know, he and some of the other guys like Marcus Smart had really helped the Lakers make a huge comeback. I wasn't really watching that much of the game. Obviously, I was just in my emotions with what transpired yesterday and what have you, and what's been happening this entire month. But I heard that they were down by 26, and when I was watching some of that first half, or even like parts of the beginning of the second half, they were still down in double digits. So it was really bad to see them down by 26. And ultimately, when I turned on the TV in my room, they were still only down 12, and they were making a huge comeback. And I was like, man, 34-17 runs, something like that. I was like, wow. So look, I mean, with LeBron, without, I'm sure the Lakers are capable of having runs like this. But here's where I think the Lakers show me, if they decide, yes, I said it, if they decide to, their defense, the way they played last night and even against the Nuggets, people are saying the Lakers have a very horrible defense. And look, they do, because they're not giving effort on defense a lot of these games. That's why they're damn near the bottom of the league in defense. What are they, like second to last? They're like 29th, right? There's 30 teams in the league. 30 teams in the league. The Lakers are 29th, right? I know they're in the bottom, but dude, what I saw from them, they should have done that all game long. Defense just requires effort. You don't need two defensive guys to like help. I mean, yeah, you can have somebody who's not good on defense, but you know, anybody that does not play good defense but is a willing defender, hell, you can help your team win. Like, how else are the Lakers able to make this huge run? I mean, they could have won the game if they had to, but it didn't have to get to the point where they had to come down from 26 to, you know, just to try to come back and try to win a close one. Yeah, I know they lost. They only lost by like what? I think they lost by like 6 or 7, like something like that. They only lost under double digits. But I'm just saying, had they played like this all game long, as it's been every single game, I mean, say what you want about LeBron coming back and making the defense worse. I said it. I mean, regardless if LeBron is there or not, their defense has always been a problem. And people are saying, oh yeah, LeBron's making the defense worse. Look at their defense last night. Are you telling me that's how they should have done it? Like when that's how they were doing it when LeBron wasn't there, dude. It's a team. It's a team thing. Play team defense. Look at their team defense last night. Look at how much it contributed to that huge comeback from 26 points down. Had they played defense from the start or from the jump, they could have easily won this game. They could do it against anybody. The Nuggets, even if Jokic was there, they could have won that game. So their defense, to me, is top 10 when they decide to show up. They're at least a top 10 defense. Why aren't they showing that every night? If their defense was like this against the Hornets, the Blazers, against the Raptors, they held the Raptors, a damn good team in the East. I think they're like a top 5 team. Held the Raptors to 93 points. 93. They They could have continued to do so, if they were willingly wanting to play defense. They can be a willing defending team, even if they're not a great. Even if they're not a great, defensive team like OKC. At least they can. At least with their effort, they can at least be a top 10 defense. And had it been that way from the beginning of the season, our record would have been much better than it is now. Maybe not maybe we would still be number 2 if we played defense like this, with or without LeBron. You see the guys. I've seen Luka a little bit playing defense, and some people are saying Luka's not a good defender. Yeah, he's not a good defender, and he can't keep up with the guys on defense like that. But look at him and LeBron. Just a collective defensive effort will be enough to win a lot of games. So people can say, I'm going to say this here because this may sound like an unpopular opinion because of the LeBron factor. And look, I get it. People are saying once LeBron came back, the team got worse. Impactful-wise, it started to not be as good as when he wasn't there. But I'll tell you right now, if their defense like it was last night and the night before would really help them to win games, like many games, with or without LeBron. And look no further than just last night, coming from 26 down. That defense to me was the top 10 defense. And if they show it every single night going forward, which I hope they do, and unfortunately they won't, which is why they're in the bottom of the league, then you know what? If they decide to show their defense like this, then without question, they can hang around in the top 3 in the West, and they could be a top 10 defense for damn sure. But yeah, man, I just thought I'd express this, the fact that the Lakers can be a top 10 defense if they decide to show it every single night. They had it. They were right there with the Clippers. They caused the Clippers to just lose themselves in the in the final 4 minutes or so. That Laker defense is so damn good. It's so good that they're not showing it every single night. They have to. If they really, really want to win a championship. Hey, defense wins championships, right? Play defense. Yeah, play good offense, but play better defense. That's all I ask, man. I hope they can win the remainder of their games playing this kind of defense. And not just in the fourth quarter. Yes, they played good defense in the fourth quarter. A top 10 defense. But they better play every single game. That's all I ask. I'm out. Peace.